Welcome to this explainer. You know, right at this very moment, there is something happening quietly inside millions of us. We're talking about these incredibly subtle, almost completely ignored SOS signals our bodies start sending when our kidney health begins to go downhill. It's a fascinating and frankly absolutely crucial biological process to understand, and we're going to break the whole thing down step by step. Just look at that number, 37 million. The data tells us that 37 million Americans currently have kidney disease. But okay, here's the truly staggering part about that. The vast majority of those 37 million people, they have absolutely no idea, no clue. Their bodies are actively trying to warn them, but the signs are often just so subtle, so seemingly ordinary, that they just brush them right off. Which brings us to the really big question we all need to ask ourselves today. Are your kidneys quietly failing? Like, are you experiencing these whispers right now, but maybe you're just dismissing them as, oh, it's just normal aging, or man, I've just had a super stressful week? Our goal today is to decode these little whispers so you can actually hear them before it's too late. Oh, and definitely stick with me through all 7, because the source material actually points out that the 4th sign shocks almost everyone. Okay, let's dive into this. To really understand these signs of decline, we first kind of have to appreciate the sheer, unbelievable workload of these organs. Your kidneys are filtering an astounding 200 liters of blood every single day. I mean, that is a massive volume. They're working tirelessly around the clock just to remove waste, balance your body's fluids, and, fundamentally, keep you alive. But when they start to struggle under that massive workload, they don't sound some loud, obvious alarm. Instead, they whisper. Section 1. Signs 1 through 3. The early whispers. So sign number 1 is puffy eyes in the morning. If you wake up and the area around your eyes looks all visibly swollen, well, it's incredibly easy to just blame it on a bad night of sleep, right? But this is actually often something called periorbital edema. This happens when your kidneys, whose main job is to keep protein securely in your blood, start accidentally leaking that protein out into your urine. That loss of protein completely throws off your body's fluid balance, and it causes fluid to pool and literally build up right around your eyes. So if you're seeing this regularly, it is not just a lack of sleep. Take it seriously. And that leads us right into sign number 2, which is foamy or bubbly urine. Now, normal urine should be clear, or maybe a light yellow. But if you look down and notice foam or bubbles that actually stick around like they don't go away after flushing, that is a huge red flag. Just like the puffy eyes, this foamy urine is a direct visual indicator that protein is escaping through those damaged filters in your kidneys. The data actually shows this is one of the very earliest, yet most frequently ignored signs of kidney damage out there. And this brilliantly illustrates the hidden chain reaction behind sign number 3, constant fatigue and brain fog. We usually just blame exhaustion on our crazy busy schedules, but here is what's really happening under the hood. Healthy kidneys produce this vital hormone called EPO, which is basically the signal your body needs to manufacture red blood cells. So, when your kidneys are damaged in step 1, your EPO production drops in step 2. That naturally causes your red blood cell count to plummet in step 3. And finally, in step 4, the actual amount of oxygen being delivered to your brain drops. The end result? You feel completely, utterly exhausted all day long. You struggle to focus, and even simple daily tasks feel incredibly heavy. So, yeah, it might not just be stress. It could literally be your kidneys sending out an SOS. Section 2. The shocking 4th sign. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is exactly how this happens. Sign number 4 is swollen ankles and feet, specifically a condition known as pitting edema. When your kidneys start failing, they lose the ability to efficiently remove excess sodium from your body. Because of gravity, that resulting fluid buildup starts pulling all the way down in your lower body, so your legs, your feet, and your ankles. And the test for this is actually really simple. If you press your finger firmly on your swollen ankle and it leaves a visible dent that actually stays there for a moment, that's pitting edema. It's a highly serious, undeniable warning sign of sodium and fluid retention that you should absolutely never ignore. Section 3. Signs 5 through 7. The advanced whispers. All right, sign number 5 is needing to urinate more at night. The medical term for this is nocturia. If you find yourself waking up 2, 3, or even 4 times a night just to use the bathroom, your very first thought might be, oh, I just have a small bladder, or maybe you chalk it up to just getting older. But the actual root cause is often due to the kidneys literally losing their ability to concentrate urine properly. They're working overtime and they're doing it really inefficiently. This frequent nighttime waking is very often an early sign of declining kidney function and not just a normal part of aging. So, the crucial point is understanding the difference between typical muscle back pain and deep kidney pain. Millions of people totally confuse the two. Typical muscle pain is usually felt right in the lower back, and it often changes when you move around or stretch. Kidney pain, however, is typically felt much deeper. It presents as a sort of dull, constant ache located on one or both sides, right tucked under your rib cage. If you are experiencing a persistent ache in that specific, deep location, especially if it happens to be accompanied by a fever or the changes in urination we literally just talked about, you need to get that checked out immediately. Let's move to and see how this builds into our seventh and honestly, perhaps most bizarre warning sign: a metallic taste in your mouth. Biologically, this whole thing starts when the kidneys fail to filter waste effectively. This causes a waste substance called urea to physically build up in your bloodstream. Your body then desperately attempts to deal with this by breaking that urea down into ammonia, and that ammonia buildup means you literally begin to taste metal in your mouth. Crazy, right? You might also notice persistent bad breath that simply will not go away no matter how many times you brush your teeth. If your body's chemistry has shifted so drastically that you are tasting metal, please do not wait to take action. Section 4. How to take action. Okay, let's do a really quick recap of the 7 warning signs we've covered. We have puffy eyes in the morning, foamy or bubbly urine, constant fatigue and brain fog, swollen ankles and feet showing that pitting edema, urinating frequently at night, a deep, persistent pain right below your ribs, and finally, a strange metallic taste in your mouth. Here is the absolute key takeaway for today. If you recognize even 2 or 3 of these signs in your own life, it's time to act. Please, just make a quick appointment with a doctor and specifically ask for a simple kidney function blood test. It's a fast, super easy test, and catching this early could literally save your life. And as we wrap up here, just a really quick educational reminder. Always consult a qualified healthcare professional before making any actual health decisions. The entire goal of the information in this explainer is simply to empower you with knowledge so you can go and have better, much more informed conversations with your doctor. If this breakdown helped clarify things for you today, please consider sharing this explainer with someone you care about. As we've seen, these are incredibly easy signs to miss, and sharing this knowledge could literally be a lifesaver. We've decoded the quiet SOS signals your body sends when it's struggling to filter those 200 liters of blood every single day. Your kidneys are whispering to you. The only question left is, are you finally ready to listen? Stay healthy, stay curious, and we will see you in the next explainer.